Monster Prom again after ages of not playing it or not doing anything on Twitch, apparently, because I've been slack.
Forever.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, there are two of us. Oh, I should probably share my screen so you can see what's happening. That would help. There you go. Now you can see it, I think. All good?
Oh god, why is... Oh.
What is what?
Okay. My computer was doing the thing. Don't... carry
okay.
on.
It's all good?
Fine.
Alright. We'll go to full game. We'll share the controller. Ah, spooky high school. Sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We're on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay. Who were you really?
Oh, I'm
You can choose first. Who would you like to be?
I'll be my red girl.
Red girl. Alright.
Red's apparently the theme for today.
I'll give you your proper name, yeah? Not Red a Deer, like from the other thing when you were red.
Yes, I would.
Pronounce she. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That's
Yes.
alright, just confirming. I'll be this one. Also she. Okay. We had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howe, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 and something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Ghost, 22 maybe, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah, you can do this.
Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. We're no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw in a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. School is outdated and lame. We need a new subject ASAP. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception 101.
Alright. How about critical thought? I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in schools.
It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Hmm. Now, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be covered by Waterworld.
Global warming isn't real. I invented it. Now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas.
Alright. What would be a killer accessory?
What indeed?
Sunglasses at night. We all know who I'm going for.
How about coolness itself?
Alright.
Okay, it begins. Where would you like to go?
Let's go have a power rave that goes full crazy.
Alright then. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. That night, you hit the clubs with Vera and Polly. Thank Satan for fake IDs.
Put those wallets away, you two. Drinks are on me. By which I mean, drinks are on that guy.
No need, Polly. I'm into this crazy new thing called paying for my own drinks. Maybe you've heard of it?
Maybe? Is that French for my boobs aren't big enough to get free drinks?
Ah, feminism is dead.
That sounds like a reason to drink. BRB.
But soon.
It didn't work.
What was that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for my shameless pandering didn't get us any free drinks.
Gah!
This is quickly getting out of control. Maybe if you can find a way to make this guy pay for your drinks, you can fix this.
It's party time. Sedate the guy when he's in the bathroom. Put on a pair of sunglasses on him and pretend he's your pal.
No one is curious why you just happen to have sedatives on you at all times. The plan goes off without a hitch. You spend the whole week with your new friend, Sedated Sam.
Oh, sorry. Sedated Sam is the coolest dude in the universe. He's such a good listener.
I especially like how he insists on paying for everything with his credit card. What a gentleman. It's the best week of your lives, but sadly, it has to end. The three of you bid Sedated Sam a tearful goodbye.
Goodbye, Sam. I'll always remember the times we spent together, even if you won't.
It seems Sedated Sam truly slept his way to the top of our hearts. You promise to do this again next year. Sam might not remember much of this when he wakes up, but you're sure he'll love the matching tattoo you all got. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Alright, let's see. I think I might invest in a little making money. Yeah. That day, you spent some time on the library PC, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly, and that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in intense conversation. It's bound to be much more interesting. Aww. Christmas gear!
Oh my God, so
Santa's favourite hoe!
Hiya, babes. You're making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intelligently rewarding extracurricular that enriches minds while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future. Because conformity at the school seems to be a bit random. Noise? Let's do it. Y'all know my fave things in the world. Drugs.
Sexual activities?
Noise. Oh, no, dummies. That too, but I meant chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club. Oh no, that's a terrible idea. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club?
I remember what happened in Doki Doki Literature Club.
Get out of my head! We wrote dope poems and made new friends. Now, the other thing. Ah! Fuck yeah, that's right. So weird, I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know?
This has got to be a reference to that game.
Fucking. Anyway, let me find my Liam voice. Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I already between two at the club. A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs.
Boring. I proposed the Little Pony's Sweet Dreams Club. A club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies.
Wow, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? No. Our lives are fueled by the conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one. Because Fuzzy always seems to choose based on who she wants to ask to prom.
So, which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies.
Tough choice. Mostly because I'm like super drunk right now.
A tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the options because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. I was kind of pushing myself in Liam's direction anyway, so maybe we'll go with that. The best club is clearly the club because... and then throw some confetti. And so you throw lots of colourful, happy confetti that you carry with you when you want to cheer people up. Alongside your black and white sad confetti for more solemn situations.
Sorry, my mic was doing something dumb.
That's alright.
Confetti! I love confetti. I also value confetti as a very valid argument. So club it is.
I must admit, confetti is pretty nice. Maybe Liam was right the whole time, and I wasn't able to see it because of the lack of confetti in his arguments.
Really? That was what you needed to be convinced. I'm this close to arguing with you about changing your mind. But you know what? What if we start designing and crafting our club now? It'll be the first of many clubs we will create.
Huzzah!
Your silliness and cheerfulness is stupid but nice. Huh? You know what? As the club president, I think the second club can craft and design might be a Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club. Liam. Fuck. You messed that up. Liam. There's a little fluffy purple heart deep down under that hater facade, isn't there? Shut up.
Ah, everyone is happy now. Also, you might be into conquering that little fluffy purple heart eventually. For now you gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Do you want to do these or just random them?
Random them.
It's me.
It you.
Lunchtime. Well, maybe I'll go see what the Coven are up to. You're enjoying your meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound of 3 throats clearing. Yes, hello. As you know, it is customary for a benevolent witch coven to have, as an ally, a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean, because of your incredible resume and good looks, we've decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for one adventure. Adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main plot arc. As a consideration for your willing participation, we'll even allow you your choice of adventures. 3 episodes? You could knock out one of these adventures by the end of lunch, and it actually sounds fun. The Coven gives you 2 options. Let's take on the greatest villain of all, income inequality. It turns out income inequality is the name of a giant goblin made of money that's been terrorizing the city. You attack it the only way you know how. Stealing. It's working! All that money you stole was load-bearing. Now the goblin is going to collapse! Yup, that was totally your plan. You definitely weren't just stealing the money because you wanted money. Excellent! The day is saved once again, thanks to the Coven and our faithful sidekick Fuzzy. It turns out the best way to defeat income inequality is by robbing from the rich and giving to yourself. You gain +4 money.
Seems legit.
Yep.
Alright, let's go sit with Vera and Polly.
You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food.
Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food.
Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food.
Business idea. Nipples.
Just nipples?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. A business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit.
That's actually a really good idea.
Better than nipples?
Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be.
Math, it's what's for lunch. Oh yeah, I was just complaining the other day that I made way more meth than I ever can do myself.
The profit margin will be incredible. The problem is the name. Meth has a terrible reputation. We really need to rebrand.
You mean come up with a new name? Like Skinny Fun Powder or probably not meth?
Yes, except not either of those.
Oh, I know. I've got the perfect name.
Don't say
Nipples.
kill me. But it turns out, nipples is the perfect name for a drug you want to sell to high school students. Polly makes a killing, and drug dealing turns to be a very romantic bonding experience for the two of you.
It always gets me.
Oh,
Here comes that
me
fuzzy.
again. Yep. Alright, let's see if there's anything cool to buy. Come on, Christmas items.
What are you buying?
Aw, you missed me and my shit, huh? Worry no more. All this shit can be yours if you have the money. Not me, though. A present! A present is here, and it's free.
Ooh!
Is there anything else here we don't recognise? Nope. Free present. The gift that keeps on giving. Let's take it.
Is it nipples?
We don't need any meth right now. Whoa! Look at all those stats I got.
Oh my god.
A very good salad. It will make you laugh big time. Look at my stats. That's amazing.
I wonder if there'll be another present because I'm.
You want a salad too,
next
don't you?
All right, let's go to the gym.
Become more charming. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You're minding your own business, but you see Liam and Polly in the midst of what seems to be a very intense conversation. And God knows you never mind your own business for long.
Here we go. Liam, I'm out of ideas. I think we've done everything already. There are no new and exciting things to do. Here we go.
Ah, my dear Paulina. Who would have said that afterlife could be such an awful word?
I think Arcade Fire said it already.
Dang.
No, Liam, don't give up. There's something super fun we haven't done yet. Like partying with a dead writer.
Already done. Already done it. July of... What about having a ski adventure on Death Mountain with a real hippo?
Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. I'm giving the t-shirt to the hippo because Death Mountain is cold and hippos do not have fur. What about an orgy with our classmates as a bonding experience?
Wait, what?
Nah, I grew tired of orgies after the masquerades organized by Lord Tile Me at Wanstead House.
Is that a Game of Thrones reference?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh wait, fuck. Yeah, classic Polly mistake. Thinking orgies are always the answer. What about adopting a baby and raising it lovingly and responsibly until it becomes the best lawyer in the country?
No! Push rewind! Go back to the orgy thing! That orgy thing was dope! You need to make them rethink the orgy thing!
God, what should I do? Should I start chanting orgy? I think that would be the best.
Yeah, alright.
I think I have the charm for it. Yes!
You start chanting orgy, 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 orgy! There's not much more to it.
I think Ritz has a point. I dismissed the orgy idea completely. but it took me hearing it said 5 times in a very loud voice to see it in a whole new light.
Yes! I love anything when it's proposed in a loud, annoying tone.
So, orgy it is.
Anyway, there's just the three of us. An orgy of three is just a threesome. It's time to convince some people to join Polly and Liam's good old-fashioned orgy.
That name is a bit derivative, but Polly is right. I'll start the preparations. You two go hunt down some orgy attendees for us. I'm sure lots of absurd yet funny situations will take place.
Fuck yeah! Orgy planners unite.
There you go. When last week the school's career advisor suggested a career in orgy planning, you thought she was just super drunk again. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts.
Oh my goodness.
That weekend, something happened to Ritz.
Me.
You were grooming yourself in your bathroom when suddenly Liam reveals himself in your shower. Oh my. How long has he been in there? Don't vampires need to be invited into houses or something? So many questions.
Ah, Ritz. I noticed you in class the other day admiring my collection of slightly used vintage bottle cap sex toys.
Is that what those were? Like, admiring is a strong word, but sure.
I'm sure you noticed that I have many strange and amazing hobbies that the average civilian could never hope to take on, for sheer lack of creative talent. Training fine insect legs, bottling peak toxic waste to turn into fine wines, generally being part of the DIM culture. Do it myself, obviously. Truly, one of the greatest joys of embarking on a great romance is getting to share your obscure hobbies with one another. And I have been giving some thoughts to embarking on one such great romance with Fuzzy. But tell me, what of her hobbies? Will she have some great knowledge to share with me?
Oh my god. Do you not know? Fuzzy is the founder and head editor of Exotic Aquatic, the guide to breeding rare fish for agility competitions.
Exotic Aquatics? Why, I read that every month. I guided my prize turquoise tang Trixie through a tunnel maze based on those teachings. I had no idea it was Fuzzy who was responsible for that. Truly, I cannot wait to hear more about her exotic aquatic prowess. Perhaps at prom?
Man, you sure hope that Fuzzy actually knows shit about fish. You say so many ridiculous things a day, you cannot for the life of you keep track of which are true and which are lies. You'll be keeping your fingers and fins crossed for her. Meanwhile, you gain +3 creativity.
Hey. So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do I
What's his
need
question?
anything from the store for the orgy ending?
I don't know. You might need the cocaine. I'm not sure. But I mean, if you're on the track for a secret ending, then the encounters are going to turn up anyway, so you may as well just hit up the library to get the cash in case you need it.
Yeah, let's
I
go to the
would
library.
suggest. That day, you spent some time on the library PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with sensationalist videos and impossible promises. Nice. You gain heaps of money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only +2 money. Well, that orgy ain't gonna plan itself, so it's time to convince your classmates to join. You spot Damien and Scott, so you go for it.
Hey, sweethearts. Ritz and I, the lovable fan favorite Polly, are recruiting people for a very special event.
Oh, are we doing a purge night? I love purge nights. Oh, Damien, I know this trick. They tell you you're going to a very special event. Then it's the vet! Whoa, fuck it. You bringing us to the vet? Not cool.
No, stop it. It's an orgy. We're looking for people for an orgy. Give me 5 minutes and I'll convince you why you should come.
We're in.
What?
It's an orgy. We're high schoolers in our 20-somethings. No more explanations needed. We love to come. Yeah, I love being in the nude. But wait, a lot of our classmates will be there. Scott, there'll be a ton of social pressure at an event like that. Social pressure is a bad thing? Is that right? Yeah, the worst thing for us. Oh no. I don't want to miss an orgy, but we have to find a way to be the coolest dudes at that orgy. It's thinking time. You don't have high hopes of them coming up with a bright idea that doesn't involve setting the orgy on fire, so you need a better alternative.
Oh my god. Wear fancy hats?
It's true that fancy people do usually wear fancy hats. And fancy people are cool. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I can wear one of those hats with a feather on it. And I can wear a top hat. I can see it now, Scott. Hey, what a nice orgy. Wait, who are those two fancy gentlemen? Could that be Damien and Scott? I can barely recognize them under all that fanciness and under those hats. That's a very nice thing to say about us, Damien. It is indeed, Scott, and we're just two fancy hats away from it. Hooray! Let's find us some fancy hats.
Well, that was as stupid as it was effective, boo. I take my fancy hat off to you.
Fancy hats are always the answer. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Yep, the salad is an event thing, even though it didn't say event on it, because it's sitting there in the corner of my stats. Alright.
I found out what I need for the ending.
Oh, did you look it up?
Yeah, I can't help it.
That's alright. Maybe we'll be able to achieve it then, rather than flying blind. I'll go and pick up some more charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense, and both teams are so into it, that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She is now a bit less fabulous. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters.
Oh, sorry.
What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Tab.
I said that wrong.
That's alright.
It's also probably why I have only 6 Instagram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot. I simply must document.
As soon as Liam is gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Goodness! The situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I will unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Let's pay millions of homeless people to follow Liam on Instagram. Ah yes, just as father pays millions to vote for him in our fair and democratic elections. In fact, I think I can cut costs by paying one of father's clonesmiths to simply replicate the same 1,000 people 1,000 times. You ask Miranda if she thinks this is ethical, but she's confused about the meaning of ethics as she is about fair and democratic elections. Soon the plot, and the requisite clones, are hatched. You run into Liam in the halls a few hours later.
I am distraught. My carefully husbanded unpopularity is crumbling before my eyes. Look at all these followers. Look at their comments. Totally real account 66. I love you, Liam. Another equally real account. You're so obscure and avant-garde. The sentiments they are expressing are objectively correct, and yet, no. I cannot give in to the lure of the limelight.
In spite of this, Liam seems to be enjoying himself quite a bit. You spend the rest of the day helping him curate his feed, gaining +2 charm and +1 fun in the process. Random.
Forgive the yawn.
That's alright. You are forgiven. Now. Does it turn out that you do need something from the store? For your ending?
I don't think I do.
Okay, well I might go and see if she's got anything more. Oh no, she probably doesn't have anything more for sale than she did last time. I'm going to talk to Liam.
Here come them boys.
Find Polly and Liam not eating as usual, you know, because they're undead.
You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my Instagram.
What? I don't even eat the food.
See? That is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions.
Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off?
What? No.
Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off.
At no point did I agree to.
I've got a huge advantage, though, because I've cooked so many drugs.
Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on.
The two of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. Two celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvellous, says the nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas?
Wait, this is yours.
This is... I mean, I'm kind
totally
of aiming for Liam. I'd like to go with the cat's pajamas, but I think we'll have to go with this one. I choose Liam's, because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he's sprinkled on top.
Huh. In your face, Wolfgang suck.
That would be a better name for Scott. I'm not even a wolf. As a matter of fact, that'd be a better name for you.
Oh. What? Because I'm a vampire?
Whoa, that would totally make sense. No, I just meant because you suck.
Well, this sucker just wowed the judges with my blood tortilla. It's raw, organic, free-range blood, unethically sourced from a local terrified human. And that parsley, farm to table. Or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I liked the color. Actually, it's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like.
And you probably never will, because you're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning the cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Slurp, slurp.
I don't know if I want to go to the shopkeep or if I want to go to the Slayer. Because I kind of want to try Slayer's voice.
Slayer is fun.
I'll try it. Let's do this.
You're taking a break from socializing to eat your lunch when someone punches you in the knee. It's the Slayer. She's hiding under your table.
So I'm going to try for Rita Mordio voice, like from Dance of Vesperia. I know you probably haven't played it, but...
Alright.
Eat your pain, freak. Now I'm gonna punch your other... Ow!
You just threw your apple at her. Finally, a use for that red delicious. You defeated the Slayer. She flees, leaving 2 choice pieces of loot behind. The loot flashes rapidly, getting ready to disappear, almost as if you're in some kind of video game. No time to contemplate the nature of existence. Pick some loot before it's all gone.
Garlic rice and holy water. One monster's weakness is another monster's dinner.
Hey, waste not, want not, right? You hijack one of the burners in the kitchen and cook up a batch of garlic rice with holy aioli. The other students are super excited to eat something besides Mrs. Mephistophelinda's bland cafeteria cuisine. The head chef tries to stop you, but you convince her to try some of your rice instead. The holy water kills her instantly. Until the school can fulfill her position, you get to be the chef. You put drugs in everyone's food and don't really remember the next few days. A good cook can even turn the simplest ingredients into a days-long bender. And you're the best. You gain +4 fun.
Here we
Okay,
go.
you are first.
You know what? I'm gonna go see just in case about the shopkeep.
Alright.
If nothing else, to see if I can boost some things.
Yeah, see if she's got a present for you. Hi, stranger. It's been a while. I've missed you. It's okay, you can look at my stuff. There is a
Oh my
present
god, I
for
have a
you.
present too. Oh
Yeah,
my
that-
god, let's get it. Let's take my present. Oh my god, what are we getting?
Ooh,
Oh.
mind control classes. Because inside every person, there's a potential serf. Interesting.
Did I get any boosts?
It didn't even like boost your charm, I think. It's gonna be an event thing, I think, though, since it's sticking around. I guess we'll see. Alright,
So, dang.
where am I going? Boldness, maybe. Yeah. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Afterwards, Miranda beckons to you from a darkened corner. Psst! Co-conspirator! Over here! Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again was an overwhelming success. Liam is internet popular. Now we just need to make him real life popular. And what better way than by making him Prom King? Unfortunately, when I asked him to run for Prom King, he said, and I quote, "Never, never, never, not in 1,000 years, and that's not an exaggeration because I've been alive for 1,000 years and I've never run for Prom King, so there you go." Which was clearly his cryptic way of saying he wants us to make him Prom King. My first thought was to murder the current Prom King after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline chart to work from. So I suppose we must engage in this democratic election the school is holding. Now, how can we secure a win for Liam when he is opposed to running or making any efforts to win? I don't even want to succeed on these because I've had this ending before, but my stats are also high. I can't really avoid it. It's a bit of a problem. But
Oh my god.
we'll
I'm
just keep
trying to
paying
get my
people.
stats higher.
Pay 1 million people to vote for Liam for Prom King. Ah, of course. Election rigging. The old standby. I'll summon my father's royal vote buyer immediately. Silly me. How else does one elect a Prom King? Later, you watch the Prom King election forecast. You're not quite sure why the school has its own royalty forecast, or who pays for it, and it says that, unsurprisingly, Liam will win by almost 1 million votes advantage.
I don't know what to say. Who knew there were a million monsters at the school who thought I should be Prom King? Come to think of it, who knew there were a million monsters at the school? This burning in my chest. Is this shame at having at last become mainstream? Or is it joy? Nope, it's neither. I just need to drink somebody's blood. Catch you later.
Liam does catch you later. You take him out to get a fresh tuxedo. He's never looked hotter. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. That weekend, something happened to Fuzzy. You're engaging in your favourite weekend activity, ignoring anything in favour of thinking about which classmates you'd like to take to prom and how horny you are, when you find out that this is apparently reading on your face.
Hey, Fuzzy. You seem pretty horny and like someone who sits around all day thinking about who you're going to take to prom.
Wow, does she have your number or what?
Listen, I'm kind of interested in someone, but honestly, I don't think I could be with any monster who isn't spectacular at sex. I know sex isn't everything, but it's sort of everything to me. Not really, but it's pretty high on my list of priorities. Sorry if this is TMI. Titillating monster interaction. But it's someone you know, so I thought you might have some insight. It's Ritz. I just love sex, any position. Missionary, clergy, apocalyptic, upside down nightmare demon, the pentagram. What do you think? Could Ritz keep up with me?
I can only say this. She is the discoverer of the orgasm. Actually, the whole thing is named after her. Haven't you ever noticed that orgasm is an anagram of Ritz?
Ritz? Orgasm? Oh my god, you're totally right. I never even noticed that before. Like, actually, it still makes sense to me, but I'm going to assume that's because I'm high and super legit on the level. You seem to know your letters and words. I'm sure it'll make more sense when I sober up. Roots invented the orgasm, eh? I am a fan of going straight to the source. I only buy opium from the dude who first discovered it. Being dead rocks.
It sure does. Does it? Important thing is, Ritz, aka Orgasm, totally owes you one. Not one orgasm, just a general one. You know what I mean. Oh, and you gain +3 fun. It's you.
It me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the orgy ending.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Alright, let's go to the auditorium.
Auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it is as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Suddenly, you hear the elegant gurgling sound of water trumpets. Miranda's about to issue a royal decree. I, Princess Miranda Vanderbilt, grant you permission to speak casually with me for a short period. You're welcome. Fuck yeah. You're awesome at speaking casually. Let's do this. Now that we are speaking casually, I really want to tell you about the event of the season. No, not prom. I mean the event of the season for poor people. I mean the Royal Winter Surf Party, mandatory celebration festivity of Surfly service. My serfs and I are totally BFFs, so I decided to throw them all a party to celebrate their lifelong mandatory service to the Royal Vanderbilts. And since I love my serfs so much, this party must be the absolute best. I'll spare no expense. So I'll have my serfs build an underwater grand hall for the celebration. It should only take about 12 days of non-stop back-breaking labour. Plus, we'll need decorations for the party, so I'll have some serfs get dressed up and tie themselves to the walls. So cute! And we don't want any of my serfs missing the party if their family members get sick, so we'll have to issue a decree. Serfs are no longer allowed to have families. I'm the most generous princess of all time, but of course I don't want you to think I'm spoiling them, so I'll need your mind control classes just to make sure we don't have any serfs insisting that they value their families or anything dumb like that. You hand over the mind control tape to Miranda. She's so good at controlling you, it's terrifying to think about what she'll do with actual mind control powers, but who cares? You stand this watery bay. I guess I'm not down with the lingo of the kids anymore. I'm just so excited. I feel like singing. Suddenly, an adorable eel pops out of Miranda's purse.
Oh my god! It looks like Flounder from The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
What an eel.
Yes, that's a great idea, Princess Miranda. Let's sing.
Miranda starts belting, and the eel starts singing back up. Wow, this eel has shockingly great harmony. The seaweed is always greener in a democratic state, but my loyal serfs all love my exceedingly high tax rates. Under my rule, surflings know better. They'll serve me forever. Now go eat your gruel. What a charming little tune. Who knew that monarchy could sound so fun? Miranda bows while you clap enthusiastically.
Wow, Princess Miranda, you're amazing. You have the prettiest singing voice in the whole wide world.
I know, right? My execution serfs made sure that no one in the whole country was a better singer. Now let me introduce my song serf, Mr. Feel the Eel.
Oh my
Pleasure
God.
to meet you. I'm the luckiest eel ever because I get to help Princess Miranda plan the winter surf party.
That's right. Of course, I need my serfs to do most of the preparations for the party, as I'll be entirely consumed by the planning process. The burden of leadership falls upon royalty, after all. For example, I'm going to do the difficult mental work of deciding that there will be drinks at the party. Now that I've done the first half of the work, I'll leave you two to decide what kind of drinks, and how we'll get them, and who's going to pay for them, and all of the rest of the planning.
You're so smart, Princess Miranda. We'll take it from here.
Yay! I leave this to you two, because I need to go recline in a velvet chaise and gaze out the window longingly.
Owie, what an amazing opportunity. For the death of the princess!
Wait,
Oh my
what?
No need to act. No need to act. Continue the charade, comrade. The tyrant is out of earshot. The Vanderbilt serfs have united together in hatred, and after our years of pain and toil, we shall finally send the princess straight to the depths of her watery hell. Let your loathing boil to the surface as we plan her demise. This foolish party she has been planning will be the setting of our assassination. And while I care not what drinks fill the punch bowl, be sure not to partake. I will add in a massive dose of poison to the beverage, ensuring that all of the princess's guards will be deceased by the time the party is through. The revolution is here! I'll take my leave, comrade. May your dream of the end of tyranny, the end of monarchy, the end of Princess Miranda! Mwahaha!
Just as Mr. Feel the Eel is swimming away. Wait, how is he swimming? You're not underwater. Didn't anyone tell this eel the laws of physics? Miranda returns. I'm back! Whew, that grazing was so exhausting. I assume that you've finished planning the drinks? Think fast. It'll break Miranda's heart to know her serfs are plotting to assassinate her, but you can't let her die before prom. She's the only one with a hookup for an underwater limo.
Oh my God. Drinking is overrated, Miranda. You can't have drinks at your party, or do you want your serfs getting ideas?
But
Damn it.
if there are no drinks at the party, what will I throw onto my serfs to show them my royal affection? Usually, if one of the serfs pleases me, I'll throw a glass of Chardonnay on them. It's a metaphorical dousing of royal approval. However, if one of my serfs disobeys me, I punish them by dumping a cup of Sauvignon Blanc right on their naughty heads. It's a symbolic soaking of my righteous anger. I guess, if there are no drinks at the party, I can toss my throwing silverware at them. Miranda throws a cup of white wine at your face. You can't tell if it's Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc. Damn your unrefined palate. Now you'll never know if she's happy or pissed. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts. Oh.
Damn.
Alright.
I think I'm not gonna go for an ending now. Because I don't know what to do.
Well, you might still be able to keep Miranda. Or keep Polly on the line.
Yeah.
You've got one
that's
more
true.
chance, I think. Let's pump the charm up a bit more. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. They think she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw the ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing, and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. Later, you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of ennui.
Hey, Fuzzy. What are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Magnificent. I could use some rather absurd advice.
What would you like some advice with, Liam?
I was exchanging messages with Were Koala on this dating site, and I was always going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turnoff. Right between sarcasm illiteracy and actually being a pickle and not a person. The postmodern protocol dictates for me to just ghost him and never talk to him again. But that's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis?
This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments so he might someday feel like sharing them with you. Oh, it's my choice, isn't it? I'm going to try this one because I've seen the other one succeed plenty of times. Maybe this will see what happens.
Oh, that one is clearly the best option. How didn't I think of it? Which version should I choose? Little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached work koala, or little vampire with a silly hat growing disinterested and overly attached work koala? Maybe the silly hat is not suited for the situation. Let's go for the classic. Okay, just sent it. He texted me back. Let's see. Oh, the were koala being understanding of the little vampire's feelings and respecting them, even if a bit hurt emoji. I'm replying back with the formally grateful and ready to move on poop emoji. Look at this. He just texted me the emoji that's waving his hand like he's saying bye with an expression that says he's going to break all bonds but without being resentful about it. Perfect. We solved this as a team. Cheers to us.
And cheers to the creative people that have turned every complex feeling and scenario into a friendly and colourful emoji. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
That's not even.
It's you.
Here I go.
Time for lunch.
I just want to go to the shopkeeper again. Because
Right.
why not? Whoa, look at all that fun though.
Yeah, you do have a bit of fun.
Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer? Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets.
Alright. What would it... Is there anything here that increases charm?
There should be. Yeah, it would be the sexy Latin accent.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Ah, nothing but better than the smell of money. Well, actually, there are many better smells, but you know what I mean, right?
Alright, and I'll go and hang with Liam again. You approach Liam and Vera at the table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand. Stop! This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed.
I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera?
Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us.
Well, if she wants to sit with us, she's going to have to prove she's as cool as we are. But without, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool.
So, what's it going to be? Well, I guess I'll just be going then, because there's no way anyone could ever be as cool as Liam.
Wait, was that sarcasm?
No, of course not. Fuzzy was clearly being totally sincere.
There it was again. Are you two doing this on purpose?
No, why on earth would we do that?
Gah, I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so cool. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You've wooed me with your open disdain for language.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Exactly.
Vera and Liam invite you to sit with them and chat. By the end of lunch, none of you has any idea what anyone else meant. So cool.
Jeez. Ah, it's cool. Alright. I remember when I pissed off Kira by doing that a few times.
Oh, here we go. The final class.
The final countdown.
Do-do-do-do.
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 Well, I've got plenty of good stats. Maybe I should get some more smarts, just in case. That day, you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at a high school. You get +2 smarts. With that out of the way, you hurry away to your secret meeting with Miranda. Well done, co-conspirator. Operation Make Liam Popular Again is a rousing success. And for the record, I did discover that Liam was popular for a 3-month period in the early 16th century, so the name fits. All that remains is for us to wait for prom and celebrate our...
Your deception? I knew it was too good to be true. Your idiocracies are remarkable, but they aren't marketable. This was all a cruel joke, wasn't it? A bet between two popular kids that they could make an outcast loser into prom king. Well, guess what? The circus is over, and this clown is climbing into his tiny car and going home. Along with the 12 other tiny clowns, if metaphor holds, which it doesn't. It was a bad metaphor. Goodbye.
No, Liam! I wasn't trying to be mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I mean, I don't even have bones. You might check that affirmation later. Oh, fish sticks! If we don't do something to fix this, all our hard work and subterfuge will be for naught. But how can we make amends? Surely not with some sort of overwrought romantic gesture defying all logic. You tell Miranda not to worry. You've seen plenty of teen rom-coms. You know how this part goes. I'm going to pay 1 million people to spell out, I'm sorry. Hey! You don't have quite enough money to hire professional word spellers, so you just post an ad on Craigslist. Alright, Liam. We know you're mad, so we wanted to do something elaborate to apologize. Please accompany us to the top of this extremely tall ladder my family owns.
Well, alright, but only because Louders are appealingly retro.
You climb for what seems like weeks. The air grows thin. Birds bite at your earlobes. But finally... Here we are, Liam. Look down. We made a message for you.
Wow, 1 million people forming the words. Pumpkin lasagna?
It's supposed to say, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, it doesn't. It clearly says pumpkin followed by lasagna. You made me climb up an endless ladder just to promote your culinary preferences, you selfish weirdo. Goodbye.
Liam turns into a bat and flies away. Miranda dives into a bucket of water down below. You have to climb all the way down by yourself. You lose 2 boldness and 1 fun.
Oh my god. Pumpkin lasagna. Oh my god.
Where would you like
Let's
to
go
go?
let's go to the bathrooms.
Alright. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck! And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Around the corner, you hear the sounds of princessly singing and eelish maracas, which can only mean one thing. Oh, Mr. Feel the Eel, I'm just so excited for the winter surf party, I could...
Sing?
Oh, I guess I was just going to say I'm so excited I could burn down a medium-sized village, but singing is a great idea too. Let's do that. A whole new surf. Mr. Feel the Eel harmonizes perfectly with Miranda's feudal ballad. A whole new surf, though you have served me through and through, and as your feudal lord, if I get bored, I'll kill you and replace you. You give Miranda and her murderous eel a standing ovation. You were already standing, so technically you just started clapping, but it still counts.
Hello? I didn't see you there, fellow surf.
You're definitely not a serf, but you're also not about to correct an eel with a hidden switchblade.
Beautiful singing, princess. It's such an honor to join you in the magical wonder of song.
You know, it's times like these that I'm so happy I have serfs. I mean, if you weren't here, who would listen to my lovely singing voice? Me? Listen to my own voice? I don't think so.
Just the thought of Princess Miranda's song going to waste. Ah!
Oh, don't cry, Mr. Feel the Eel. I know what will make you better. Extensive and laborious party planning.
Yeah, you're right, princess. That would cheer me up right away.
I knew it. In that case, we're missing one critical thing for the winter surf party. Activities. This will likely be the only party my serfs will ever have the chance to attend, so we should make it as fun and memorable as possible.
Ooh, I'm just bursting with ideas. But princess, we could play Shave the Princess's Neck. Each serf could shave your neck with their sharpest sword. Doesn't that sound adorable?
OMG! I love it! Everyone will admire how hairless my neck is. I mean, my neck is already hairless, but I guess if everyone's used their swords on my neck, it will be even more hairless.
Or we could dig a special princess pit and fill it with the cutest animal, feral panthers. Princess Miranda, you could pet the fluffy panthers all night in your special inescapable pit.
Yes! Mr. Feel the Eel, you're a genius!
We can simply sit you down on your gluttonous throne and read aloud, one by one, a list of the atrocities and injustices you have committed until Poseidon himself smites you down. Wahaha! Down with the Mer Kingdom!
I mean,
Tee-hee-hee. What of you, princess?
oh, Mr. Feel the Eel, you're so precious. I didn't even know peasants could be this cute. Anyway, as I was saying, wow, a butterfly! Miranda abruptly leaves to chase the butterfly. But wait, that means you're alone with...
Salutations, comrade! You've done well to weather the tyranny of the Vanderbilts so far, but fear not, the day of their demise fast approaches. The evil princess is falling into our trap just as we intended. She thinks she's just choosing a party activity, but she will actually choose the method of her own death. Ha! The irony is delicious as the sweat of the proletariat. As she returns... she returns! Bye, comrade! May the blood of the monarchs salt the earth.
I mean, farewell. Party planning can be so stressful, but I feel so much better after vivisecting that butterfly. Fun fact, the most beautiful part of a butterfly is its gorgeous, glistening stomach innards. Oh, did Mr. Feel run off again? Well, whatever. His party suggestions were just so perf. We can just use one of them, unless you have anything better in mind. Impress Miranda with a killer party activity. Well, not literally killer. Ideally, you're hoping for something fun, family-friendly, and assassination-proof.
Oh my god. Let's do for the smoking lots of opium.
Yep. Wow! Can you imagine how cute the serfs will look with their little opium pipes? That would just be so precious. But of course, one can't partake in opiates without a matching outfit. Each serf will need their own opium pipe and matching opium hat and their own opium ascots. Yes, absolutely. It will be so adorable. Opium is the perfect party activity. Plus, it's family friendly. Miranda's Mer Kingdom produces plenty of opiates to stock the party, but in order to find a fashionable ascot for each and every serf, Miranda's father has conquered 2 peaceful democratic republics. Isn't Daddy the best? It wasn't easy to bring those kingdoms under the Vanderbilt's iron fist, but it'll be worth it for those outfits. The world takes a step away from the shining light of democracy, but you take a step towards Miranda's heart. You gain +2 creativity and +1 charm.
See, now I'm just like... Should I try for Miranda now?
Yeah, I think you should probably go for Miranda now, since it seems to be what it's leading up to.
I
Go
mean,
for
let's
Liam.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Go for
And
Miranda.
Miranda. Here we go. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Ick! That's disgusting! I'm sorry, I'm seeing someone. Like, right now. Hey, you, peasant! Miranda is waving her hand at a distracted passerby. I order you to rescue me from this awkward situation. See, I know him. Farewell! This failure haunted you for the rest of your life, and you never moved on. Becoming a total and constant failure, you never succeeded at anything. Except for that one time you won at Monsters Got Talent, but your talent was being a failure at love. It astonished everyone how bad you were at romance. Not any less sad, though. Alright, you finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Oh, I see. You mean like going ironically, right? How smart of you. Yeah, I can totally see it. Let's go to prom together, but as a way of eternally mocking all those hollow phonies. Even if we're doing literally the same thing they're doing. Genius.
Prom night was beautiful. For once, Liam seemed relaxed without feeling the need to act cool. He put all his mysterious posing aside and told you a bit about the time he spent as part of the Coven, and about when he was in a K-pop band. You told him you admired that about him, how he has no issue trying new things, as wacky as they might sound. He smiled and told you that when you're immortal, you need to explore life to its fullest, and always be eager to discover new things you might like. Then he said, and you know what? Coming to prom with you has turned out to be a new thing I seem to like very much. Ooh.
Most diplomatic smile.
Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda used her vast surf knowledge to get a job at handpicking the best surfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her surfs to do the work. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Damien became an interior designer specialised in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended there, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yay! Let's see if I unlocked any new pictures.
I think
Nope.
I was so
Nothing.
I was about to do like 2 different secret endings, and they
Yeah, you-
kind of cancel each other out.
You were on track for one, and then you hijacked it with the other one, and it just it all went wrong. Still,
That's
we had a
okay,
good time,
though.
and we saw some good events, even if we didn't get any new secret endings.
That freaking eel!
Yes, he's amazing. That's great. Okay, well, that's the end of the stream. Bye bye, Twitch. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again another
Bye.
day, one day, when we get around to it. Bye bye.
You know, one of those days.